Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and we are currently doing a driving tour of downtown Washington, D.C. We're at our nation's capital, and we're driving. We're going to be doing some exploration of the downtown section via car. We're going to use the car as our tool. We're on 11th Street, passing 11th Street and E and 11th Street. We're currently driving on E Street. Yeah, we're going to use the vehicle as our tool because we can cover more square miles. We just did 2 walking tours. If you haven't checked them out, make sure you go watch them. However, the walking tours, we can't cover that much mileage because we're on foot, you know, we're not robots. So we walked for about an hour in each video, but we were only able to show you so much. The reason why I like using the vehicle as a tool is because we can touch more within the hour. So right now we're on 10th Street, 10th, and it says where Lincoln's legacy live. Wow, that's what it says right under the 10th Street sign. We have a hop on, hop off tour all day vehicle. On my left hand side, it's one of those tour buses. So one way to my right hand side, we're on E and 10th Street, the 500 block of 10th Street. We got Cosi downtown. I think Cosi is a restaurant. We got a scooter in front of us, the Revel. It's an e-scooter. It's kind of like the standard 50cc scooters, but it's an e-scooter. We got an FBI police vehicle on my right hand side. Now, since we've been here, we've seen Secret Service, we've seen FBI vehicles, we've seen all types of police officers, we've seen a wide variety of security, including security officers. We're on 9th and E Street. We got a subway on my left hand side. On my right hand side, it'll take us to the Navy Memorial. On my right hand side, we can also go to the National Mall. On my left, we can go to the National Portrait Gallery, as well as the American Art Museum. On my right, you can also get to the archives for the Navy Memorial. And on my left, you'll head to the gallery place in Chinatown. It's 76 degrees outside. The skies are relatively clear with a few clouds. It's nice and sunny. It's 1:48 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. And we're in the District of Columbia. Washington, D.C. D.C. stands for District of Columbia. Washington, D.C. is relatively close to Baltimore, and it's also, we know Baltimore is the state of Maryland, it's inside the state of Maryland. We're passing 8th Street, and it's also really close to Virginia. So if you're in either one of those 2 states, you can, you know, explore Washington, D.C. relatively easy. We got some outdoor dining on my right-hand side. We got Gregory's Coffee on my right-hand side. We're passing 7th Street. I'm traveling about 15 to 17 miles an hour. I'm variating the speed. We have public parking on my right hand side. You can pay for public parking, or you can pay at the little kiosk. Somebody's getting a ticket right there. There was the ticket meter guy who was writing the ticket. Now you can pay for parking by, I guess, the minute, and it'll probably cost you a little bit more. We just came out of a parking garage which was $12 per hour, or we're passing 6th Street, 6th and E Street, or $22 for the day, which is all day parking. And it was only 2 blocks away from the White House. So it was real close to the White House. We're on 5th and E Street. I want to go down a little bit more before I turn. There's a lot of historic buildings, museums. We just passed the United States Courthouse. There's a lot of I would say important buildings down here. We got the District of Columbia Court of Appeals on my right hand side. There's a lot of museums, a lot of national monuments, sites, etc., etc. We're at 4th and E Street. We're next to the Metro bus stop D6 for the Metro bus shuttle. We got Georgetown Law Center in front of us, the National Building Museum on our left, as well as the Jewish Historical Society on our left. We got on our right the Judiciary Square. We're at 400 Northwest 4th Street. Let's travel a little bit further. We got the D6 bus on my left-hand side driving towards us. We got a gentleman in a suit on an e-board on my right-hand side. You saw him? He was on one of those electric boards. We're passing 3rd Street. We have a genuine sitting in the center. You see him? He's on the center island. All right, so we're now at 2nd Street. 2nd and E Street. 2nd is also known as Mitch Snyder Place. We got the bus driving by us. It looks like a tour bus and or like a Greyhound type of bus. We have a trash truck on my right hand side. We got a cyclist. We're on 500 Northwest 2nd Street or 2 Street. They don't call it 2nd Street here. We have a 2 Street in Philly, but it's called 2nd Street. We don't call it 2 Street. Over here, it looks like it's just 2 Street. All right, so we're gonna go straight about another block or two, and then we're gonna make a right-hand side, a right-hand turn, I should say. But on my right-hand side, I saw a lady in rainbow clothing. My brain thought of two things at once. On my right-hand side, we see a female wearing rainbow clothing. And then we're gonna make a right-hand turn in about a block. Yeah, right here. Let's make this right-hand turn. We're not far from the nation's capital. Make this right-hand turn right here. We are currently on 1 Street. It's called 1 Street. Let's make this right on D Street. I think that's fair. Let's make a right on D Street. We just got off of E Street. Let's make a right on D Street. Now, D Street in Philly is the hood. D Street is straight up the hood. You come over here in the capital, D Street is downtown area. It's the downtown district. On my left-hand side, you got the United States Department of Labor. I guess that's where all those PUA checks and all that stuff gets approved. On my right-hand side, we got a mural that says "Homeless Lives Matter, Housing Equality for All." However, to my sharp right, where you guys can't see, there's about 4 or 5 men and women, and on my left, there's a gentleman eating what looks to be like an orange, some type of fruit. But one thing that I did notice related to this Homeless Lives Matter sign, support your community, housing is a human right sign, it's a mural. You see it colorful? I saw several tents out here in the Capitol, and I saw a couple people, like for example, where we just passed, we're passing 2nd Street, where people, they look less fortunate. I don't know if they're homeless or not, but they look less fortunate. Let's just say that. All right, we're passing 3rd Street. I did notice while we were walking, there were several individuals who were quite friendly. They were on the corner. I don't know if they didn't try to solicit anything to us, not to my knowledge. We got the Henry J. Dolly building on my left-hand side. There's a bunch of police cars out here. There's a bunch of police on my left-hand side. A male, another male, and a female officer. On my right, the District of Columbia Court of Appeals. That's the front side. We drove by the back side. But I saw a few people who were greeting us, who were very, very friendly. They just basically said, "Hello, how you doing?" You know, and I don't know if that was a ploy to make us think that everybody's friendly over here in Washington. We're passing 5th Street. The subway on my right. The H. Carl Morey or Moultrie L. Courthouse of District of Columbia on my left. We're at 6th Street. 6th and D Street. District of Columbia Federal Works Agency Public Works Administration Project number DC1034-F. Board of Commissioners, Melvin C. Hazen, President. John Russell Young, David McCoach Jr., Colonel Corps of Engineers, USA, William J. Tompkins, Recorder of Deeds, DC, Nathan C. Wyeth, Municipal Architect in 1941. Boy, that was a mouthful. We're on D and 6th Street, the 400 block of Northwest 6th Street. On my left-hand side is our nation's capital. You guys won't be able to see it, but we're gonna work our way there shortly. On my right, we have an older woman with a rainbow tie-dye shirt, and it looked like she was with, I would say her husband. It looks like a younger guy, it might be her son. He had a navy shirt on. On my left, we got somebody with a hard hat. Somebody with a hard hat. We got people beeping behind us. I guess no matter what city you go to, they're gonna beep at you. It don't matter where you at. We've had people beep at us everywhere so far. Alright, let's try to slow it down. There's nobody behind us. We got an awesome dog on my right-hand side. A little chubby dog. Looks like a bulldog. We got outdoor dining on my right. We got tents, people eating. Make note that we found a pretty cool souvenir stand on, what was the name of that street? It was one street off of Pennsylvania Avenue. I think we might, on what? Constitution. On Constitution Street? Was it street or Ave? So on Constitution Ave, we found a pretty cool souvenir stand. And the reason why I said it was pretty cool is because it was relatively cheap. They had souvenirs from $1, $3, $4, $5, $8, $15, $20. They had like a variety of souvenirs. Nice ones too. Really nice. So we were able to pick up a souvenir from over here in Washington, D.C. for our souvenir collection. We're at 8th Street. If you're new to the channel, we are doing a 48 cross-country road trip. We're going to be touring all 48 states. So with that being said, that's why we're here, and we want to make sure to grab something memorable, a memorable item from every state. Now make note, Jersey, our dog, she did take a dump on our nation's capital. She took a dump on the lawn. We picked it up. We got visual proof too. If you haven't watched our part 2 walking tour of the nation's capital, check that out. I show proof of her pooping and proof of me picking it up. But shortly before she pooped, we found a feather from a bird, and I thought that was a pretty cool keepsake. Call me weird, call me strange, but I'm gonna put that in a notebook. I'm gonna create like some type of scrapbook that's gonna hold our basic documents. That's gonna be somewhat of like a low-key souvenir scrapbook. Like, we want to have some physical keepsakes. Like, my wife picked up some shirts and a oven mitt that said, what was it, the Ellicott, Maryland Ellicott or something. Anyway, it was in the Ellicott historic district where she went to the little store, but she picked up 2 Maryland shirts and a Maryland mitt, right? An oven mitt, basically. So in every state, we're gonna try to pick up something. And yeah, I think that feather was pretty cool because it was real, it was natural. We got it on video, so it's proof that we found it on the nation's lawn, right next to where Jersey took a poop. Yeah, so that's cool. On our left, we have Washington Eye Care. Rice Bar now open. So we had to turn off, as you saw, because the buildings in front of us kind of cut us off abruptly. But I would like to make a left, I would like to make a right. Let's see where we're going. All right, let's make a left, because this is gonna take us to our nation's capital. Let's make a left-hand turn. I really wanted to take y'all down Pennsylvania Ave, but since we're so close to our nation's capital, we might as well make a left here. All right, on my right-hand side, we got the Archives of the United States of America on our right-hand side, and boom! What do we have in front of us, ladies and gentlemen? Check it out. We have our nation's capital. That's the ground where Jersey took a poop at. Yeah, boy. We got the 70 bus on my left-hand side. We got a Vespa scooter on my right-hand side. I'm happy to see a gas scooter. Yeah, we got a gas scooter. That's what I'm talking about, boy. We're on Pennsylvania Avenue. And y'all know where I'm from, right? Oh, look at that dog on my right hand side. It's such a fancy looking. What's up, dog? You got that crazy haircut? I'm sorry your owner gave you that crazy haircut. Oh man, that van had to block it. That was the coolest looking dog ever. Let me describe it for you. It was like a full adult dog. It wasn't a little teeny dog, but it had one of them poodle style haircuts. It was shaved. It had like a little afro puff with pom-pom hair. It was like a white curly haired dog, but it had one of them fancy haircuts. Man, thanks a lot. Honda Odyssey playing hip hop music with tinted windows with black rims. We used to actually have one of those. That's what we started doing tours with. 4 years ago, 3.5, almost 4 years ago, when we started doing this driving tour, I started in one of those. We used to have a gold one. But we didn't block cool dogs with people trying to take tours on our left-hand side. Say no. We got a couple crossing the street. He has some quirky business shoes with some shorts and a button-up shirt. Those shoes didn't match those shorts. I'm sorry, sir. Should have had some white Air Force Ones. Say no. No Air Force Ones. No Air Force Ones. Yeah, this dude on my left is making a left-hand turn. Yeah, I believe so. See the cyclist? Turning, use X walks. I guess the crosswalks. That's what the X stands for. We're on 6th and Pennsylvania Avenue. All right, we're gonna continue traveling ahead of us. We have a fountain on my right-hand side. We got some new construction on my left-hand side. We got an e-bike on my left-hand side. We are now passing National Parkway. We're now passing 4th Street. We're traveling about, I would say, 28 miles per hour. I'm going to merge to my right lane because this lane is only turning left. It's a red light. I almost took the red light. I'm sorry, guys. But we're like 2-3 feet past the stop point, but it's cool. We got a little car, so that 2-3 feet is pretty much like 2-3 inches. I'm kidding. All right, so straight ahead, you'll notice our nation's capital. It looks like a fancy building, right? I'll be completely honest with you. Today was my first day here. And BS, I've been here before, really briefly, to get dropped off at a train station only about 4 weeks ago. That was technically my first time here, but today was my first time walking and really exploring. And under my assumption, I would have thought that would have been like, you know, the White House Capitol type building, but that's our nation's capital. The White House is a much smaller building. It's behind us. It's at the end of Pennsylvania Ave. We'll see if maybe we can pass it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you guys a good shot of it because it's like heavily secured and guarded by Secret Service and all types of top flight security of the world, Craig. But I'll do my best to show you guys all around. We're on 3rd Street, 3rd and Pennsylvania Avenue. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on 3rd Street. We got the Bird e-scooters on my right-hand side on the corner. You can rent those if you wanna ride the scooter. This District of Columbia vehicle just made a turn on red despite the sign saying no turn on red from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it's 2:04 p.m. So unless he was Secret Service or something, he just broke the law. Let's make this right. So on our left, that's our nation's capital. On our right, we have the Washington Monument. I would love to show it to you guys. We're passing Madison Drive. Now, I'm gonna see if I can somehow show it to you. Let me pretend like I'm gonna make this right. Pretend I'm gonna make this right. You guys can't see it, but I'm gonna breeze it and easy, beautiful cover girl go through this yellow light. We got some tour cars on my left. We got lunch trucks on my right. I really want to show you guys this national monument. So I'm gonna point the vehicle right here, and I'm gonna get in trouble for y'all. But y'all see it? Y'all see it poking up? Y'all see it? The pole's kind of taking all the attention. See it? You see it? You see it? Y'all saw it. All right, enough getting tickets for me. I just wanted to show y'all what it looked like via car driving tour. But if you want to see what it looks like walking, we did walk by it too. Make note, we also got our Tune Be Chillin' YouTube channel. We're gonna be covering behind the scenes there. We got a bubble tea truck on my right. Can I make it right here? Nope. Can I make it right? 3rd Street. 3rd is Evacuation Avenue. I noticed Evacuation Avenue on a lot of streets. We're at 3rd and Maryland. I'm gonna make this right on Maryland. Yeah, so if you guys want to see the behind the scenes, which will give you a little bit closer perspective of some details, you know, the driving tour is a fixed frontal view. The walking tour is more of like a bobblehead, like I can look around, you know, and then the behind the scenes will show little details. It'll be cut, it'll be edited. So you want to subscribe to Tune Be Chillin'. We're on the 300 block of Maryland Avenue. Tune Be Chillin'. TOONBECHILLIN. That's going to give you guys a more intimate behind the scenes vantage point of myself, of my wife, of Jersey, taking a poop, saying no. We're passing 4th Street, 4th and Independence Avenue. We're on Independence Avenue. To my left hand side, we have a Victory Memorial. We're traveling 22 miles an hour, but you gotta keep in mind, I'm in a city. I can't go 5-10 miles an hour in a city with cars behind me. We just passed 6th Street. We got a cyclist on my right hand side with a smile and a head full of gray hair. I'm gonna roll up the window because the wind was kind of kicking. So when we were walking towards the Washington Monument, we got several gentlemen right here eating ice cream. They all have waffle cones. I love waffle cones. I really love waffle cones. I haven't had one in quite some time. How many of you guys, my viewers, like waffle cones? I like waffle cones. But they were all eating a waffle cone. Now I want a waffle cone. And we got some hard hat workers walking by, like this dude right here with his cooler. But we were walking towards the Washington Monument, towards the grassy terrace. We just passed it, but we were walking on it. We didn't capture it on the walking or driving tour, but on the behind the scenes, I showed there was a Challenger, an RT 426 Hemi Challenger on the Washington, what is it called? The Washington Monument grounds. And it was very interesting because it was an actual car to somebody important, of important value. And they had the car in like a glass box. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful classic car. Yup, it was an awesome vehicle. So check that out on the behind the scenes. We got 2 tiny dogs on my right. On my left, we got LF Enfant Plaza. We're passing Enfant Plaza. We got Arthur M. Sackler Gallery on my right hand side. We're really close to the Washington Monument. That'll be on my right hand side. I'm gonna try to get another block or 2 and then make a right. We're next to basically the Federal Triangle. We got the National Mall around us. We got the Smithsonian National Air and Space Institute. We got the National Gallery of Art nearby. We are also near the Lincoln Memorial, a couple minutes away from the Lincoln Memorial. All right, so we're gonna continue traveling. Matter of fact, let me turn on the air. I'm gonna turn on the air conditioner, not the wipers, my bad. I accidentally pressed the wipers, I'm sorry. We got a little souvenir stand on my right hand side. But I'm gonna turn on the air because the sun is starting to bake and I don't want the camera. Give me a second, y'all hear that wind, right? I just wanna make sure that the camera's cool and it doesn't overheat, because it had the tendency when it's in direct sunlight to overheat. And I had the windows open, taking in the ambience, but we're gonna have to leave the air on for a little bit. Because although it's cool outside. Right now the thermometer's reading 75. I don't know where I was gonna get 30 from, but I'm looking at 33,000 miles. But yeah, we want to turn on the air. Right now we are at Independence Ave and 14th Street. Independence Ave and 14th. I'm gonna go up approximately one more block, and then we're gonna make a right-hand turn. Or we're gonna attempt to make a right-hand turn, if it's possible. All right, we're at 15th Street. This is where I want to attempt to make a right-hand turn. Is that possible? Can I make a right-hand turn? I believe so. I hope so. It doesn't say no right-hand turn. Okay, we can make a right-hand turn. I gotta be cautious. Oh, we just passed the Washington Monument. I literally showed it to y'all, really up close. Right when we were making that turn. I wasn't even paying attention, mate. I'm sorry, mate. We got a bunch of people crossing when they're not supposed to cross. We're on 15th and Jefferson. A bunch of older women. They just risking it all, aren't you? Yeah, we're next to the Washington Monument. Look at that. Y'all can't really look at it, but y'all can look at it. Look, we got a bunch of scooter dudes next to us. That's beautiful. Look at the Washington Monument. Right now, we're currently documenting behind the scenes. So if you guys want to get a better look at it, subscribe to Tune Be Chillin', so that you guys can get a better vantage point via behind the scenes. Brought to you by the camera operator, Omi Dollars, and the assistant director, Jersey the dog. All right, let me roll up the window, y'all. We were kind of coordinating back here. We got several dozen lunch trucks on my right-hand side. Ice cream trucks, lunch trucks, Greek food, Indonesian food, Malaysian food, Mexican food. Yep, we're on 15th and Constitution Avenue. This is actually the avenue that we got the souvenir from. Remember I was talking about that earlier? On Constitution Avenue. So if you want to get some cheap souvenirs, visit Constitution Avenue. We got our souvenirs from a little Asian lady's truck. She was friendly, she was nice. And I love the prices, so I can't complain. On my left-hand side, we're passing the Ellipse, which is a large circular grassy terrace. And guys, guess what? We're getting closer to the White House. Closer to the White House. If you haven't seen our first walking tour, we actually saw the president drive by in his limousine. They basically closed off traffic. They had traffic closed off. He had the police on motorcycles, police in cars, police in SUVs. He had I swear he had a bomb-proof tank behind him. Oh, look at this classic car on my right. This SS 455 Buick, baby, GS. I almost went with him. Yo. Gotta be on point to catch those prime time moments. You gotta be on point to catch those prime time moments, because if not, you'll miss them in a heartbeat. All right, we're on 1400 Pennsylvania Avenue. On my left-hand side, we have. Is this the White House? Yes, this is the White. No, it's not. My bad. This is the Department of Treasury. We already went through that too. This is the Department of Treasury on my left-hand side. The White House is behind this building. Trickery. That's trickery, I tell you. All right, we're passing F Street. This is actually the block that we saw the president drive by, right? This was the block. The president was driving by here in the motorcade. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can make a left-hand turn coming up. We're at G and 15th Street. Yeah, in order to capture the footage, you got to be on point. You got to be looking around at all times. You got to have your shooting device ready and on go. You got to be prepared. If not, pew, you'll miss it. All right, we're on the 1400 block of Northwest G Street. We got a G Street in Philly too, but the G Street in Philly is the hood. Well, at least in Kensington. Yeah, G Street's in Kensington. Oh, my left is the White House, but we can't drive. No. No, I wanted to show you guys the White House. No. Alright, so y'all can't see it in the driving tour. They're probably not going to allow the vehicle to get that close. But you can get close on foot. Wow, look at the cyclist in front of us. She's really cycling in the center lane. Wow. Admire her courage to ride in the middle of the street as she's a vehicle. Wow, she's going to stop it on? She's going to do the whole 9? Whoa, psychedelic. Oh no, she ate a red light. So all those people, oh, she ate a green light. She's eating green lights now. She's on the sidewalk now. Cool. I'm gonna try to go around the block. We got an e-scooter on my right hand side. This is one of those fast ones. One of them passed me earlier and he was out. He was doing like 30 miles an hour. I'm gonna make this left here and see if I can get you guys. This is I Street. 15th and I Street. We got California tags in front of us. Wow, we should be in California soon. Hopefully, shortly, in seconds. We're there now. You see, California tags in front of us. Trickery. So what sorcery is this? Yeah, so far the visit to Washington it's been not bad. It's been cheery. It's been cheerful. It's been cool. I think we've been enjoying ourselves. All right, we're on Vermont Ave. I want to make a left here because if I make a left here, you guys might be able to see the front of the White House. Just maybe. I can't promise it to you, but just maybe you might be able to see the front of the White House. Mcpherson Square Station is in front of us. Diplomat. What type of tag was that? A diplomat. I never heard of that tag. Can I make a left here? No? Yeah? Maybe? Yes? Ooh, I can make a left here. I'm gonna try. Hopefully I don't get a ticket. I don't know if I'm supposed to make a left here, but I did it. I did it. The White House is right there, but you can't really see it. Man, the trees are in the way. Somebody cut down those trees. Alright, maybe we go around the block again. There's another block that turns left, maybe, because I think I do remember another block over there that turns left. We got a security guard right there in the middle of the street. So right there behind all those bushes is the White House. I'm gonna try to bust a turn, a left, and a left. Oh, make note, we got shutters on my left-hand side, right? You guys see the shutters? All the shutters I've saw so far in Washington, D.C., this is an insider for the OG viewers. For the brand new viewers who just clicking onto this channel today and hear this shutter conversation, you're out of the loop. You don't know the inside about why we're talking about shutters. We're passing the Bay Atlantic University, BAU building. But anyway, the shutters are official, real deal Holyfield shutters. They're not prop shutters, they're not display shutters, they're not for aesthetics, for looks. They're functioning shutters. We saw some very, very historic shutters on today's walking tour, which was cool. We got a young jogger jogging by. We're gonna make this left-hand turn once again. We got Joe's Seafood Prime Steak on my right. We're gonna turn left on the 800 block of 15th Street. We're gonna try to do our best to show you guys a good vantage point via automobile of the White House. It's not promised. I can't promise it to you, y'all. I don't know if that's gonna be possible, but I'm gonna make this second attempt again. We're on I and 15th Street. The 1400 block of I Street. We got the Mcpherson building on my right-hand side. There is retail space available. If you are interested in contacting someone about the retail space available, call 202-393-7000. We have 4 young, older women passing by us. We have another one of those Revel e-scooters. I've been seeing a lot of those baby blue e-scooters. I wonder if they're rental scooters. Alright, still not our green yet. They have traffic lights here with green arrows and red arrows. We don't have that in Philly. We got a young woman over here about to cross at the crosswalk. We got the G8 bus on my right hand side that takes you to Farragut Square. All right, we got a clean green light. See the green arrow? All right, so we made a left right here. We're gonna not make a left here on Vermont Ave. We're gonna go up another block and see if we can make that left to show you the prime shot of the White House. We got Mcpherson Square on my right. Wow, Mcpherson Square. We got Mcpherson Square in Kensington, except it's called Needle Park. That's the notorious connotation, negative name that it has connected to it. But considering that we got a Mcpherson Square here in the capital, it's beautiful. Wow, what a stark contrast. Mcpherson Square in DC, beautiful. Mcpherson Square in Philly, still beautiful. Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, but it does have a lot of opioid usage. How interesting. You can't make a left right here. So they do not want you to get a direct shot. I'm in the wrong lane. Now I gotta get to my right lane. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Car behind us. Yeah, we can't. And on my right is closed too. Nope. There's no way that I can get you guys a driving shot right there. That was it. Oh, they're repaving the street. Oh, that was the Black Lives Matter project they're working on. I think they're working on the ground. I think they're trying to make it say Black Lives Matter from above. I think they had to paint it, but wasn't it vandalized? Something of that nature. Anyway, yeah. All right, we're passing Connecticut Ave. I'm going to continue traveling on this route because I think that's going to take us back on a redundant circle. We're passing 17th Street. We're on 17th and I. 17th and I Street. Alright, we're gonna try to see the Lincoln Memorial. We're gonna try to see the Lincoln Memorial. Make this right hand turn. We got, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. They allowed me to pass. See, people are kind of friendly over here in Washington. I wonder if they paid those drivers too to allow me to go by. Could you imagine if it was that deep? Like they paid drivers, they paid all these people just to be friendly and be nice to you, so you go back home with a good report, a good status report. His bag reads Butter Chicken Company. Wow, that gentleman had, I guess, chicken with butter on it from a company. Double parking prohibited at all times. We're next to the Farragut West Station. We got a young woman crossing the street. All right, so another thing that I noticed here was tons and tons of cameras. Like there's cameras everywhere. CSI would have a ball just tracking you down from camera to camera, like literally playing camera tag, because they got so many cameras that are around the city. It's still green for us. It's still green, so we're gonna follow the squiggly line, the dotted line on the ground. We gotta get out of this lane because there's a truck that's blocking the lane. We're approaching the Washington statue. We're passing 20th Street. We're on 20th and I Street. In another 2 blocks, we'll probably be approaching the Washington statue. We got a female crossing right here. Yellow light. I had to stop because she just was so slowly crossing the street. The people behind me are kind of mad because I stopped, but I didn't want to run her over, swerve around her, then I would have looked like a horrible vehicle operator. Wow, those are some nice looking buildings on my left hand side. They look like row homes in a sense, but they're historic style. They remind me like some Atlantic City type of buildings. All right, so we're at the 900 block of 21st Street. This is where I Street intersects with Pennsylvania Avenue. We're waiting for the lights to turn green. They have not only gray street lights, ours are yellow. But they have like a different style. Like these are boxy, and I see one in the center with like several lights. BS, like 5 lights. Waiting for it to turn green. Any day now. 12 hours later. So much later that the old tune quit and the new tune was hired and began narrating. There you go, green light. All right, so we should be seeing what's called the Washington statue shortly. Ouch, ouch. Potholes galore. Did we enter the hood? Say no. Potholes usually signify the hood, but ouch, 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 ouch. Oh no, oh no. My light flashed before my eyes. Lord, have mercy. Have mercy on my smart. Bunch of people on the right waiting for the bus stop. Oh, I see that statue in the middle. That was it. That's it. Right there in the middle. The little puny teeny weeny baby statue. You'll see it soon. Well, hopefully. There's a shirtless guy in front of it doing exercise. The Washington statue. The Lincoln Memorial is south. This is the Washington statue. We got a taxi on my left-hand side and a hybrid Prius. We are currently passing the Washington statue on my left-hand side. You guys can't really see it because this is the frontal view, but we are capturing some behind the scenes for the Toon Be Chillin' channel, so that might give you a better vantage point. From this location, we are going to head towards the Lincoln Memorial. So I'm going to try to merge left because it says no turns in front of us. Try to merge left, see if anybody's kind enough to let us by. Nope, 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 nope. I guess those weren't paid actors. That's what the real citizens are like. The George Washington University Hospital. That was a perfect view. This was probably the best view we got yet. I'm gonna make this right. Hopefully this right will take us south of the map. Slow down, sorry, do not cross yet. Oh, yep. Ooh, the Lincoln Memorial. All right, guys, so straight ahead, it looks like we're going to get a better view of the Lincoln Memorial than you guys would get of the White House. We got little stands on my right. They're selling items. That's pretty cool. This is a crosswalk. We're at 23rd and I Street, the 2200 block of I Street, the 900 block of 23rd. We have dozens of pedestrians, male, female, young, old, American, Asian American, African American, Black American. We even have somebody being pushed on what looks to be a wheelchair. Looks like an Indian lady, maybe Hindu. We have a wide variety of cultures that just cross the street. We have a lunch cart on my right hand side. Look at the sidewalks. Look at the street walk, the crosswalk. It has red and white. The George Washington University, Washington, D.C. building on my left-hand side. The Science and Engineering Hall. On my right-hand side, we have Virginia tags, Arizona tags. On my left-hand side, we got University Hospital parking. On my right-hand side, we got the George Washington University School of Medicine and Health Sciences. We're passing H Street, 23rd and H Street. We're passing St. Mary's Way. And St. Mary's, I believe, church was on my right-hand side. We're passing G and 23rd Street. We got the Shankman Hall on my right-hand side. No, ladies and gentlemen, do not pull out your shanks. We got an encampment on my left-hand side, y'all. There's an encampment, there's tents. ladies and gentlemen. No zoom. This is all wide angle work. We're passing C Street. We got a whole bunch of people on my left wearing white. What are they? Baseball players? Yeah, they are baseball players. Does that say the Cardinals? What team was that? Was that a college team? So we have the Lincoln Memorial in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Now I don't see Lincoln himself, Sir Abe, but maybe when we go around it, I don't know if we'll get a better view. But that is definitely the Lincoln Memorial in front of us as marked on the map. All right, on my left-hand side, I see somewhat of like a concert setup. There's a plane flying right above us. There's a beautiful statue on my right-hand side. Oh, wow, this is gonna take us away. No, it's taking us away. No, Arlington Cemetery to our left. Well, you guys are gonna see these beautiful statues. Now we're crossing over a bridge. I definitely did not want to cross over this bridge. So somehow, some way, I'm gonna have to make a U-turn and come back. Because I was trying to show you guys the Lincoln Memorial. Well, you guys will see something else over here, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna find a way to go around and come back this way. I don't want to break that double line. I think I could. Okay. The Arlington Cemetery is military women and men's, I believe, cemetery. Wow. It's for the military. On my right hand side is the Reagan National Airport. Also, if you go right, you go to the cemetery. Well, we definitely don't want to go to the cemetery right now. So let's continue going left. Yeah, that's the cemetery back there. Beautiful. It's definitely a beautiful sight. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Turn on the air because I think Jersey's hyperventilating. I'm going to make this right hand turn. I'm going to merge back into this traffic. Boom! We're facing the Lincoln Memorial and we're also facing the Washington Memorial on my far right hand side. You guys should see the long pointy thing. It looks like pretty much like a pencil. Like a pencil pointed to the sky. You see on my right hand side? It's like a pencil. You got both of them. You got the Lincoln Memorial in front of us and the Washington Memorial for two of our presidents, Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. All right, we're gonna make a right. So we're gonna merge right. I got a car behind me speeding. Wow, dude. Did you not realize you're in Washington, D.C., not in Maryland? He got Maryland tags. And we got Virginia tags on my right. There's a bike route. Let's talk about something very briefly. On my left-hand side is the Lincoln Memorial. Guess what? You're not gonna be able to see it. Such a shame, such a shame. I guess that's something that you have to walk up. They make it so that you have to get out the vehicle and walk up it. But y'all saw the back of it, so tune, try to look out for y'all. You wanna see the rest of it? Visit Google. Say no. That's a beautiful view on my right-hand side. It's like of the aqueducts. The aqueducts. Yeah, so oh man, hold on, wait. Let me pay attention. Where are we going? Oh, we can make a left here, cool. Cause I thought it was gonna send us right again. I'm like, oh man, we gotta go right again. So right when we entered Washington, D.C., one of the first things that we noticed was a rest in peace memorial for a cyclist. There was a white bicycle painted white. I just said it. There's a white bicycle painted white. Well, anyway, there was a bicycle painted white on everything. The tires, the rims, the bike, the grips. Now, in Philadelphia, when they do that to remember somebody who was hit off of a bicycle. And they had one here with balloons and everything, and it had a saying on it. It said, like, care for your fellow citizens, something. It had some type of saying. I'm sorry that I don't remember the saying, but I do remember the white bicycle and the balloons, and it was a memorial. So I guess there was people that was also hit and killed on a bicycle here, which is very sad. You can shoot straight through the tent. And my camera operator wanted to capture some footage, but she was upset that she couldn't catch it at the time. But make note, you can shoot straight through the tent, so feel free. You know, I mean, I'm sorry that we're driving with speed, but the cars behind me are rushing, and yeah, look at, let me see. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can do it probably like in an angle, you know what I mean? And if you get a little reflection, it's cool. What's the battery? 43%? Yeah, try to conserve it to important, you know, I guess, artifacts, landmines. Oh, look at that. I said landmines, landmarks. You definitely don't want to record a landmine, at least not while standing on it. There you go. You got the Washington Memorial right there on my left-hand side. That's cool. At least y'all got to see something. Oh, that's beautiful too on my right-hand side. Y'all ain't gonna see it in this tour, but y'all see it in the behind the scenes because she's captured it. World War II Memorial on my left-hand side. Streets improvement in progress. Remember, if you want to see the behind the scenes, subscribe to Tune Be Chillin'. We're going to be doing an e-scooter giveaway. And we're not going to start the giveaway until Tune 215 reaches 50,000 subscribers and Tune Be Chillin' reaches 1,000 subscribers. That's 51,000 subscribers between both YouTube channels. Upon reaching 51,000 subscribers, we're going to post a Gleam giveaway link allowing you, the viewer, 7 days to enter the giveaway. Upon the 7th day, we're going to do a live drawing via YouTube so that you guys can see us use the Gleam giveaway generator to pick a first, second, and third place winner. First place is the only place that wins the e-scooter. Second and third place, I believe they're cash prize giveaways via Cash App. But you have to watch the giveaway details on Tune Be Chillin'. There's a video dedicated to the giveaway details. We have some bird e-scooter riders. Ooh, she almost fell. Wow. She almost fell. You saw that? I guess they're having trouble operating the scooter. But yeah, so make sure to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you're notified whenever a new video is released and when we actually do post that Gleam giveaway link, because you're not going to know what channel we post it on unless you're subscribed to both. What's that beeping noise? Is that the cross? It's a crosswalk beeping, right? So the crosswalks right here at this corner have a beep. Maybe that's for blind people who can't see it turn red or hear it. I mean, yeah, see or hear it turn red. No, they can see it, but they can't hear it. No, they can see it, but the beeping is to allow them to hear when to cross, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just making an assumption, guys. An educated hypothesis. I'm sorry. All right, we're passing 14th Street. We're going under some really nice architecture right here. Beautiful architecture. Beautiful architecture. Tune, why'd you get a smart car? You should have got an SUV or a monster truck. Well, guess what? We've just been driving for 55 minutes and my tank is still reading full. And that's including the drive from Virginia 50 minutes to here, Washington, D.C. How do you like those apples, baby? What do you know about that? We drove 50 minutes from Virginia to here, Washington, D.C. Drove down 3 levels to a parking garage. Drove up 3 levels to a parking garage. Just executed a 55-minute tour, and the gas meter is still reading full tank. That's what I'm talking about, Willis. We're passing 12th Street, the 200 block of 12th Street. I'm not a big fan of SUVs. I like cars, coupes, sedans, vans, pickup trucks. I just had the only SUV that I would ever drive, a CRV. We got the National Museum of African Art on my left, but BS, I kind of like the Defender made by Land Rover a little bit. I was telling my wife that earlier. I think that's pretty cool. That's the National Museum right there on my left-hand side. It was made in 1879. It has a lot of beautiful architecture up top. You see the capstones, you see the purple, you see the details, you see the arches. The way to the futures. Fall 2021, summer of 2022. Hashtag futures. That was pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm not a big fan of SUVs. I mean, give me a free Lamborghini SUV and I'll drive it. But I'm not gonna be lining up to buy it. You could mail me a Tesla SUV. You can mail me a Mercedes SUV if you want. You could even give me a Jeep SRT SUV. Look at this Jeep on my left with the surfboard on the roof. That's pretty cool, right? Florida tags. Wow, they came all the way from Florida to explore the capital. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm more of a car type of person. All right, so we're driving by the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum on my left-hand side. Not far from here, we got the International Spy Museum. Yup, the International Spy Museum. I wonder what they got going on there, huh? They probably have information related to the world's probably greatest and worst spies. You know, people who committed triage. Is it triage? Is it? Treason. Treason. My bad. I said triage. Treason. On my left-hand side, we got the nation's capital. That's where the Jersey took a poop at. We got a Hyundai Sonata that just decided to squeeze right up from PA. PA tags, baby. They usually want to show off their PA tags. Right in front of us, they drive like PA drivers. On my right is a detour to Interstate 695 East. On my left, you see that Capitol capstone. You see it? Ouch, ouch, bumps, bumps. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. We're passing South Capitol Street. Now we're passing New Jersey? What? Was that the name of the road? Whoa. Ouch. Yup. New Jersey Ave. That was the name of the road, guys. We just passed New Jersey Ave. We're passing First Street. Yo, there's so many cool looking buildings here. So if you like cool buildings, if you're into the larger than life buildings, I would recommend coming to Washington, D.C. Try it. I mean, most of the buildings to look at are free. It doesn't cost you anything to look at them. Now, to go in them is a different story. But to look at them, it's free. You know, you get a bunch of cool selfies, a bunch of cool stuff for your Twitter feed. All right, guys, with that being said, we just reached our 1 hour mark. This is the end of our driving tour. I didn't tour the whole entire downtown Washington, D.C. area. but I try to do a little bit. You know, we try to keep our tours at 1 hour long for the retention of the viewer and file management purposes. It was cool touring with you guys. We're about to do some hood tours now. We're about to see if there's any quote unquote dangerous neighborhoods nearby. So if you want to check that out, turn that notification bell on, baby. Show some love. Comment. Smash that thumbs up button. Share the video with a friend. Share it via text, via social networking. You can send it to somebody in an email. You know my old saying. Write it on a napkin, knock on your neighbor's door, play knock knock zoom zoom, and leave the URL on their doorstep. You know, maybe or maybe not. They might read it, check it, visit it, but it's the thought that counts. Sharing is caring. Only you can prevent forest fires. I mean, only you can help this YouTube channel grow, and I would greatly appreciate it. From the Toon family to yours, have a blessed day. This is your homeboy Toon, Mr. Toon Dollars, Toonski, Toon 215. Y'all know, Toon be chilling, and Toon is tuning out.